it helps people through the process. So,
Yeah.
so one of my biggest things is answering the phones. One of my biggest things is working hard.
So one of the questions I got, so say like with Bam was saying the trust level.
Hmm.
So what's the telltale signs if you can trust this lawyer? Or before I give him my money, how I know he gonna pick up the phone? Like is there telltale signs or it's like I just gotta go for it, say this lawyer, well, let me just put my money with him and just hope he take care of business. Is there any telltale good signs where it's like, okay, he might
That's,
be a good lawyer or
I think that I think it's the same as building a relationship with somebody, right? When
okay.
you call a lawyer, and we may all be guilty of it, but when you call a lawyer, it's just somebody that's really gonna sit down and try to understand your problem, right? Now, the
Okay.
first phone call, obviously, some lawyers do that. On the phone with you hour, 2 hours. I'm
Mm-hmm.
unable to do that the first phone call because of the clients that I am obligated to. But a lot of times, when you call them, do they answer the phone? Do they return your calls
Okay,
timely?
got it.
Right? I think that's one of the first signs. Two, and this could be wrong, but this is just something I truly believe. I think pricing is everything,
Yes.
right? Because attorneys, whatever you charge, it's going to be a level of expectation on you,
Yeah.
right?
Facts.
If you come to somebody and you tell somebody the fee is, you know, let's say you tell somebody the fee is, and I'm gonna just use an even clean even number. Let's say you tell somebody the fee is $10,000, right? The
Mm.
expectation on somebody paying you $10,000 is different from somebody paying you $500.
Yeah.
So I think the fee is really important too, because if you call somebody and you say, "Hey, I have a murder case," and they say, "Okay, give me $1,000," right? Versus, and I'm just using example
Yeah, good
numbers.
team.
Nobody
Yeah.
would say that. Versus, you talk to three, four, five, six other lawyers, and they're saying 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. The prices come with a certain expectation. If I charge you 1,000 for a murder case, you, I think the price tells you what you're gonna get, right?
Yeah, okay.
You're
I
not
think the
gonna
price.
beat it.
Yeah, I think the price tell you. Well, not because you might have somebody who will beat it. But as far as me putting my life to the side, I don't think a lot of attorneys would say, "Hey, I'm gonna charge this person $1,000, put my life to the side, be at their beck and call." So I think pricing is very important because pricing comes from confidence.
Yeah, I could do it.
Like for me, I have no problem, quoting the fee because I know I'm gonna do everything I absolutely can for a person. Does that make sense?
No, it makes sense.
And people get mad at me.
Nah,
People
got
say
your
some stuff
price.
to me, but I do know if I take on the responsibility of handling your case, I am now obligated to you, right?
Yeah.
If it's Friday night and something needs to be done before Saturday, I'll be in the office 2, 3 in the morning getting it done. If it's Sunday night and I know something needs to be done by Monday, you can call me Sunday morning and say, "Hey, I need this done before Monday." I'm gonna do it because I know when I take that case on, I've dedicated myself to it. So to answer your question, one, I think it's a communication factor when you first call. Two, and I could be wrong, but I think pricing is hugely important.
Okay, I do what you're saying.
I can relate that. So like so yeah, like I said, I've done business with you before, and I never had an issue with paying the price. And when I would hear like a lower number, I would say in my head, it's kind of like going behind your plug's back. Oh, I'm gonna try to shop with him and get a cheaper price. It's gonna normally be a worse product, or you might get robbed in the process. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mhm.
Happens all the time. So it's just like I always looked at it like, I know this person got my interest at heart before money was established. You know what I mean? So